Hello, I'm just making it to work tonight. I work nights, taking over somebody's vacation. I finished listening to Gogginson's book, David Goggins, and one thing he explains is about the 40%. That you're tired, you are 40% using just 40% of your energy, and you still have another 40% before your body shreds. So I ran 10 miles day before yesterday, and there was a couple times where I wanted to stop, but I pulled his 40% out of the cookie jar about the times that I really ran 14 to 16 miles prior, and the half marathon I ran 10 years ago. So that really pushed me through to get to the 10 miles, and I probably could have gone beyond, now that I think of it. I started listening to a new book by Grant Cardone. It's called The 10 Times Rule. Very interesting. His book exploits the act of massive action. He explains that there are 4 types of action. First one is no action. Second one is retreat. Third is blending in, the average. And fourth is massive action. The first one, no action, is still action. Energy is still being expanded. And even when you're asleep and you don't want to wake up and don't want to move, your mind is still taking energy for what you should be doing and what isn't. The second one is retreat. For example, not doing something on the job and knowing what the consequences are going to be for not doing that thing that you're supposed to be doing on the job, and having to deal with that plus the consequences of that. Third one is where I'm at. It's the blending in, and he claims that this is part of the reason why people buy his book, is because we're on action number 3, and that is just going with the flow, doing the average, the third. So basically what he's saying is eventually you're dealing with old problems. It's the same old problems, and the average will actually become below average and fizzling out. I have had that experience before in the past where it was reoccurring year after year, and eventually it had me fizzled out. And the jobs today are lined out to where they're fizzling people out. So that's something that I'm now aware of, even though I've somehow or another ascertained that in my past. The fourth one is massive action. What massive action will cause when you do it is new problems. It will get you noticed, and people will fight you or think you're crazy. I have a tendency to take massive actions in things that I do, and I have just now learned to quell those massive actions, in which this book is telling me not to quell them, but to get them out. It's your security, for whatever the case may be. This Grant Cardone seems to come from the same background I came from as a wanderer in my 20s. So I'm going to continue reading. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to do the best I can for the company, for myself, and for my family. It's a duty, it's an obligation, and it's my responsibility to the best I can, wherever I'm at. Thank you.